What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and for this one, man, I wanted to share some gameplay with you guys using Scarlet Witch in her new Infinity War uniform. For this one, I wanted to show you guys how she performs in some ABX gameplay. I'm gonna take her in here on No Restriction Day with her as the lead, and we're gonna use Phil Coulson and Shuri for their tier 2 passive and see just how high we can score with her in this new uniform. Alright guys, so for the most part, all we're gonna do is just try to stick to the Frost Beast and just go through the motions and play her by feel and just have some fun with her and see just how high we can score as a result of that. I'm gonna try my best to line up the proc on the 5 skill, and I know that's probably not the best thing to do. Ideally, you should put it on the 4, but since the 4 has the mind control, a lot of the time when you use the 4 skill, I was just about to say it, the Frost Beast is gonna start attacking the mobs and he's gonna run away from you, and you're gonna end up having to chase him, and sometimes you'll get stuck in the 2 skill, which I don't ideally like to play out. I just like to put it up and then skill cancel it. But most importantly, when the Frost Beast jumps away from you because he's under your mind control and starts to attack the minions, that's gonna happen to you. You're gonna miss with your meteor attack, and that's gonna cost you a bunch of DPS. Not only when she's attacking the ground, because that actually deals a significant amount of damage, but also when you're bringing in that last meteor for the last part of the attack. So the mind control here is kind of like a double whammy. If you're playing her in here and you're noticing, wow, my score is really not that great, it's probably because the Frost Beast is running away from you during the 5th skill. So you gotta be careful and try to time it that way. Ouch, I'm getting hit by the meteors and that's costing me the bar. But anyways, like I'm trying to say, try to stick to the Frost Beast as closely and tightly as possible when you trigger the 5th. Because believe me when I say the 5th has a ton of damage, it might not seem like it sometimes, and that's just because a portion of the attack is missing. If you can, try to stand in front of the Frost Beast. That way when he's jumping, he jumps into your body. And that's also one of the reasons why you need immunity to guard break, guys. Because then you won't get guard broken on the 4th and you won't get guard broken on the 3rd. Nice, okay. He's jumping, but okay, he jumped away from me, but he's jumping and he's staying in the radius of the skill, so that's pretty good. This is actually a pretty decent run, but it's not the best because I'm getting hit by the meteors, so I feel like my score is not going to be that great, to be honest with you guys. Around here, I should ideally have already been at about 800k for how good she's built, but your boy's a scrub. Your boy's a scrub, okay? Your boy's a scrub. And I'm missing some procs. Yup, meteor missed there again. I lost a ton of damage. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, the full attack hit there just now, so that's good. We might still be able to make it to 1 million. If he wasn't jumping away so much. I wish he was kind of like Luna Snows in Tice, where they just stand in front of you and run into your body, but that wouldn't be as cool. Mind control is really good for getting rid of the ads, and I'm not even sure if you actually get the points from him killing the mobs. That's also something I want to ask, guys. Do you actually, maybe I should check that out after this run. Maybe I'll come in here and I'll actually just mind control him and see if when he kills the mobs, I actually get the points for it, because that would be actually something really interesting to know. And goddamn, we didn't make it to 1 million because your boy's here talking and not paying attention to what the hell he's doing. But as you can see, Scarlet Witch is a freaking beast. She can definitely do, I'd say, about 200k more than this with this build, okay? Because I missed some proc, I got hit by the meteors a ton of time, and on top of that, this guy dodged a whole bunch of my attacks. But with that said, let's actually jump out of here and I'll show you guys what the build on her looks like. Alright, so for those of you guys who are interested, this is what my Scarlet Witch currently looks like. As you can see, 24k energy attack, and she's ranked 3,700 in the world right now. Been trying to push her rank. Hopefully, eventually I can get her into the top 1,000. This is what her overall stats look like. As you can see, 112 for attack speed, 48% for critical rate, 196 for critical damage, 45% for ignore defense, and 50% for reduced cooldown duration. As for her gears, guys, this is what they currently look like. As you can see, I have a lot of ooze on her. The first slot I actually have all 5 amplified. That cost me an arm and a leg, and we have 2 energy attack, 2 critical damage, and 1 critical rate. The other 3, they only have 4 slots amplified, and they have 2 energy attack and 2 critical damage apiece. As for her skills, you can see it for yourself. Everything is at 6. Rotation for me, I generally try to land the damage pack on the 5 or the 4 because those are the 2 highest damaging skills. But even if you try to land it on the 3 because it's channel, that's also a really good way to get a lot of damage out of her. As for her ISO set, as you can see, I'm rocking overdrive, and I'm going to try to get these things to +5 as quickly as possible, and then I'm going to start awakening them. As for her obelisk, you can see for yourself, I have immunity to guard break, which I highly recommend for her. Anything you give her should have immunity to guard break, and I have a 180 proc and snare immunity, so you can definitely do a lot better than this. Definitely give her a CTP of authority or destruction. Those are the 2 best CTPs for her in my opinion. As for the uniform, you guys can see right here, this is currently at rare, and I'm going to get this thing to mythic as soon as possible. It's probably going to be the first uniform that I get to mythic from the batch that we got for update 4.1 because I absolutely love Scarlet Witch. So yeah, but that's all I have to share for this one, guys. Like always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love.